Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on our dragon egg. This has got lots of steps to it, but it shouldn't really be that hard. It's just a little time intensive. What we need for this is a foam egg. Of course, these are much easier to find at Easter. I got this in a pack from one of our vendors, so if anyone needs them, I do have a few, not a ton of them. Put that over there. You need thumbtacks. Now the directions say that you need 300 thumbtacks. I think that seems a bit excessive for something this size, but hey, I have them. And then you need cardboard, just any, this is from a box, I just ripped it off. We're gonna stick the thumbtacks in it so we can paint them. And to paint them, we're going to use nail polish. I got a base coat, I just chose black, and then this sparkly color, it's like, where is it, glittery, and then of course a clear top coat. Everything here I got from Dollar Tree. I got thumbtacks at Dollar Tree, each of these nail polishes. This here though, like I said, I had to order it. I know that they do sell them through Walmart, Michael's, Joann Fabric, probably like lots of other places, but I do have a few extras if you need them. So the first step is we are going to set this up. We won't need the egg for quite some time. Won't need the nail polish for quite some time. All we're gonna do now is set our thumbtacks into the cardboard so that we can paint it. And like I said, I think, and I could be mistaken, you don't want to put them down too far. You just want them in a little bit so that you can get to the sides, the little edges and things. I personally think that we're not going to need all 300, but might as well paint them while we're doing it. And I could always make a second egg, or at worst have some really pretty thumbtacks for things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm not gonna make you watch me put them all in, but that's all we're doing. We're just putting it in a little bit, and that was really not smart. You can see they're up a bit. They're not even straight. I mean, it's no big deal. We're just popping them in so that we can paint them. And since it's going to take 3 coats, and anyone who normally paints their nails would know that you need some time to rest in between coats. This is probably going to be, you know, a while. It'll be a several hour project, but you know, you can walk away from it obviously in between when it's drying. Okay, so this is what 300 thumbtacks looks like. Thought it would look like a lot more, which is why I had this giant piece, but we'll just go ahead and recycle that and go from there. So you see I kind of gave up with keeping them up a bit because it was really a lot harder than I thought. Apparently I've lost much of my pincer grasp putting these in. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and gently push the cardboard down, and that should make the pins pop up. So there you go. It's not perfect, but it's better than trying to keep them all up and not fall out. Now some of these, I don't know why the holes are looser than others. So I'll just move these ones over a bit. I can't do this. Okay, and I tell you what, not to sound like an ancient troll or whatever, but back in my day, back when I was in college, I remember buying thin thumbtacks and they were already on the on cardboard. So don't know who decided to change that, but I wish they would have waited a year. All right, anyway, the first thing we're going to do is put the base coat. Again, I just got this at Dollar Tree. It's $1. It's black. You can use any color you'd like. And for those of you who haven't painted nails, you definitely shake it first. I am not the best nail painter, but this is pretty easy. So we're just gonna put this coat on, and this shouldn't take too long. And just make sure you just get all around. And if it drips down, so be it. No big whoop. I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. Probably about a half hour, even though it probably doesn't even need that long. I am not particularly good at painting nails and tend to not have the patience and end up doing stuff too soon. So I want to make sure they're completely dry before I move on to the next step with the well, that was a big blob, with the sparkle. We don't want these to be at all sticky. We'll probably touch them and make sure they're dry. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this without you watching, because I'm sure you can paint your own stuff without me. So I'm gonna pause here. Okay, so this is it. These are done. I'm gonna let them dry for a little bit. You can see I kind of made a mess out of some of them. That's okay. Some of them spun a bit, which made them harder to paint. So kind of twist your thumbtacks around to make sure you get all the angles to see if you missed any spots. A little bit's not going to be a problem because you're going to cover it up with the the sparkly one. But and you don't really need to get the edge because it's going to overlap to make it look like scales. But let's go ahead and let this dry for about half an hour. 20 minutes should do it. Actually, that's probably a lot of time, but like I said, I just rather be safe than sorry. So you can dry it however long it takes your nail polish generally to dry. With this being from Dollar Tree, I'm not sure it's the highest quality, but we'll see. Okay, well, I only waited about 15 minutes. They're definitely dry. So now it's time for the sparkles. So we're just gonna do the same thing. Just gonna add lots of glitter, kind of dab it on. And this should go a lot faster than the base coat. However, it will take longer to dry than the base coat because, first of all, just globbing it on like this makes it a little bit thicker. And second of all, anytime you add a second coat, it takes longer to dry. So I'm definitely gonna leave this go at least 15 before I even try to touch it. If it feels, sorry, I can't even speak, even the tiniest bit tacky or sticky, I guess is a better word, then you definitely want to let it dry a little longer because we don't want to mess these up. They took plenty of time to paint. I'm sure if you're not worried about money, you could probably do these a heck of a lot faster by oops, see, I'm messy. You can do them a lot faster if you just spray paint them, but we're trying to keep costs down here, and you know, $3 for 3 different bottles as opposed to like $6 or $7 or $8 or $10 for spray paints. It's kind of a no-brainer for me, but of course I'm on a strict budget here at the library and you might not be, so do whatever you think is best. But I'm not gonna subject you to my babble. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and finish painting them and let them dry for about 15 minutes, test them, and I will get back to you once they're definitely dry. Okay, this was about 25 minutes. They're nice and dry now. See how sparkly? Just wanted to let you know, don't be nervous. I basically used the whole bottle of the nail polish. I did the same with the black. I just wasn't sure because I couldn't tell, but I knew I was digging down in. But now we're just gonna put a top coat. It's just clear. It says base, sorry. You see it? It's hard to see. Base top coat. I guess we could use this as a base coat too, but I kind of like the way the black shines through there. And I'm just gonna dab a little bit on. This one's gonna be harder to tell if we hit them all, but shouldn't take very long at all. This is the easy part. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that. I'm gonna let this dry overnight. It's about 20 to 5 here, and I get off at 5. So I figure that'll give me all night to let this dry, and then we will go ahead and assemble our dragon egg tomorrow. Okay, so as we can see, everything's done. This is what they look like. They're all sparkly. You'll see it better once the egg is on, but we don't have very good light here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to put them into the egg. And according to everything that I've seen, we start at the very, very bottom. Oh, and one other thing, you might want to get some glue. I have this Gorilla Super Glue. You don't need it for all of them, just the last pin. These are going to overlap, so they should hold each other in place. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the very first pin. And there it is. And then we're going to overlap as closely as possible. Put the pin right next to the thing and see how it's over top. I'm going to do that all the way around. And we're starting at the bottom thick end there. So let's get that one more in there. Ow. So you can see that's how it looks for now. I'm going to keep going, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and turn off the camera for now. This one's a little tight. I don't know. So we're just going to keep doing that, overlapping until we get to the very top. And just do your best. Try to keep them straight. That's the hardest part, is keeping it all straight. And we'll see how it goes. So I would do this and try to speed it up for you, but I just have a feeling that even with it sped up, I'm a little slow at this, so it's just gonna take too much of your time. So I'm gonna pause it now, and I'll show you when we're just about done. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that this is what it looks like. It's about halfway done, and it's so heavy that it kind of stands up on its own. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I will show you when I put the last pin in. Okay, we're almost done. We just have a few more to put in the top. So just gonna go ahead and do that. We do have several left over, which actually a lot less than I would have thought when we first painted them, because quite frankly, I thought 300 seemed like an awful lot of thumbtacks, but you'll have that. We're closing in. Let's see here. Sorry if you can hear the background noise. I'm on the main floor of the library, and with no patrons in here, it's a little noisier than I would expect. But, oh boy. Okay, the last one. So what I'm gonna do, it says just put some glue. Of course, I have to take it to the next level and use super glue, because that's just me. It's coming out. I'll probably end up gluing it to myself. I think white glue would work just fine, but again, me and the overkill. So we're gonna just stick that right in there, and that's it. This is our dragon egg. Just kind of squeeze it together. It should stay together pretty well. It's a lot heavier than I expected. I didn't think thumbtacks were that heavy, but there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go because it's starting to get noisy in here again. So I hope some of you guys do this, and I'd love to see pictures, because I think these turned out really great. Okay.